Thank you for joining the Compass Physician Supervised Fat Loss Program. Now, let's dig into your program manual and journal. First is welcome and congratulations to you. Welcome to Compass Fat Loss. We're thrilled that you made the decision to begin your journey to a healthier you. Keep in mind that we are here to help you through this process and show you how to maintain your new healthier weight for a lifetime. The new and thinner you is just waiting to be discovered, and we will help show you the way. Please read this manual carefully and completely. Refer to this information frequently as you progress through the program, as it is essential to your success. This guide has nearly all the answers to any questions you may have and is a companion to our guidance and support throughout this process. This is a journey. While on this journey, most people lose a significant amount of weight. Our goal is to help you regain control of your weight and health for the rest of your life. Weight loss only occurs with changes in diet and transitioning your metabolism from fat storing to fat burning. Compass Fat Loss uses homeopathic and nutritional products to support you in reaching your weight loss goals. Our formulas are comprehensive homeopathic products designed to support practitioner or physician-supervised weight loss. Our weight management formula is a revolutionary homeopathic formula containing a blend of ingredients including AACG-A and AACG-B. The bioidentical amino acid chain groups, along with 20 other time-tested homeopathic supportive ingredients, help promote appetite control, immunity, blood sugar regulation, and mood while completing the program. The supplementation formulas that are utilized do not contain human chorionic gonadotropin or HCG. They are all natural and safe. We wouldn't have it any other way. In addition, a focused lifestyle change is imperative for you to maintain your healthier body. This program cannot be thought of in the same way as other programs that you may have encountered. Compass Fat Loss uses technology that makes it unlike any other program, and it's the reason why we were able to guarantee the results you will achieve. This program is easy to follow, and you must follow the program exactly to achieve the results you desire. The Compass program is designed with the addition of supplements that help you enter a fat-burning state. This is a comprehensive program with multiple phases and pieces. Removing any of those pieces ultimately jeopardizes your long-term success. Our program has a food plan based on guidelines written by nutritional experts. It must be followed carefully to ensure success and ongoing maintenance of your leaner and healthier self. The positive effects of the homeopathic supplementation, along with the tools and tips in this guide, will provide the support needed to help you achieve your goals with surprising ease and minimal stress. As previously mentioned, our approach is to create an opportunity for you to take back control of your weight and health. The research connecting obesity with the decay of our health and futures is overwhelming. Studies have shown that even moderate obesity or a BMI above 30 can take years off your life. This doesn't account for the fact that those suffering from obesity report a far lower quality of health and life. Let's dig into the types of fat. The human body contains 3 different types of fat. Structural fat resides around joints and organs to provide protection and support. This fat is considered normal. Normal or essential fat reserves are distributed evenly throughout the body and are used as a day-to-day source of energy. This fat is also considered normal when not in excess. Abnormal or secondary fat, otherwise known as visceral fat, is the 3rd type of fat. This is the obesity-causing fat, and it tends to accumulate around the hips, thighs, waist, stomach, and buttocks. In women, it may also accumulate behind the upper arms. In men, it accrues around the upper chest, back, and neck. This is the fat that we target and where we burn the 2,000 to 4,000 calories per day on our program. You can read some root causes of obesity and how the evolution of the calorie-restricted dieting came about. You can also read why this program is a good fit for you. Some individuals should possibly not attempt low-calorie dieting. These include individuals with the following health conditions: a compromised immune system, brittle or hard-to-control diabetes, untreated Graves' disease or autoimmune hyperthyroidism, low blood pressure or tuberculosis, cancer not in complete remission for at least 5 years, gallbladder colic, unstable gout, unstable angina, and those that are pregnant or breastfeeding. Speak to your Compass physician if you are affected by or have specific questions or concerns regarding these conditions. Other clients will need to be monitored very closely for adverse reactions. These include individuals with diabetes, hypothyroidism, stable hypertension, anxiety or depression, alcoholism or other addictions, history of drug abuse, electrolyte imbalances or dehydration issues, current history of cardiac arrhythmia. Be assured that all patients, especially those with current or prior health issues, will be co-managed by their primary care physicians or specialists if applicable. This is imperative as it is common for dosages of medications to be reduced or often eliminated as you progress through the process. Let's get started. Prepare yourself for success. Preparation is imperative to giving you the most direct path to success. You must prepare yourself both mentally and physically for optimal results. Mental preparation. Before you begin the Compass program, read this guide in its entirety and make sure that you thoroughly understand each phase. Pay close attention to the dietary restrictions as they change during each phase of the program. Make sure that you understand the reasons behind these restrictions so that you aren't tempted to deviate and jeopardize your success. As you progress through the stages, we will be here to guide and support you. Physical preparation. Purchase a kitchen scale. To follow the program precisely, you will need a kitchen scale for weighing and portioning of your proteins. Please follow the instructions below to contact and sync your Compass Fat Loss Scale. Your BCA unit will be shipped to you along with all the other components of your program kit, and it is yours to keep and is included in the program cost. Your BCA unit should be ready to use and comes with setup instructions and guidance to sync with your cell phone and install your CFL app. But if you need assistance, simply ask any staff member for assistance. All daily data will be automatically synced to your smartphone or other mobile device as well as transmitted to our provider dashboard. So we will have current daily data accessible. If you are one of the few who do not have a cell phone, please notify your coach and we shall arrange to receive your daily data via email or phone. Your daily communications will be largely with a health coach, but be assured that the doctor is monitoring all data daily and has reviewed your initial health intake form in detail. Coaches will reach out to you for routine communications or should you stall or need assistance, and the doctor will reach out to you to discuss any clinical questions or concerns. You may message the doctor via your CFL app should you have any clinical questions or concerns. You will also receive daily communications via the app messaging system based on your progress for each specific day. Purchase one or more pieces of healthy ceramic nonstick cookware. Applicable brands are Green Pan, Wherever, Le Creuset, or the newer copper-infused ceramic pans, and there are others as well. Many nonstick brands have toxic products on them. You can find these brands at TJ Maxx, Marshalls, and HomeGoods at discounted prices. Look at any personal products you use, lotions, creams, deodorants, etc., and try to choose ones with as few chemicals as possible. Browse through the recipes provided and buy enough ingredients to prepare food to cover at least a few days. Organize your menu and make a shopping list. We highly recommend doing this as it will make monitoring your daily food intake much simpler. Some foods can be prepared well in advance and frozen in individual portions. It is imperative that you plan your meals ahead of time to ensure your success. Remove all foods from your kitchen which are not on the meal plan, or at least segregate them from the planned foods if other members in the household will not be following the plan. Understanding the technology. The scale you have been provided with allows the doctor to monitor your body composition, to assess progress toward your goals, and ensure all objective measurements are trending toward and finally into optimal ranges. CFL staff will provide instruction for the setup of your new hardware. To help each patient further maximize their weight loss potential, a DNA analysis is performed on every patient to provide data utilized in the formulation of each patient's exercise, maintenance, and nutritional supplement program. This is done in alignment with what the patient's genetic code dictates. These are completely different for each patient as they are based upon individual genetic makeup. Sample collection. A non-invasive saliva swab is performed via use of the kit included in your initial kit shipment. The results report is reviewed with you during your following appointment, at which time you will receive a custom exercise and nutritional supplement program based on your genetic profile. Results of your DNA test do not contain personal data related to ethnicity or predisposition to any diseases or conditions, but focus solely on parameters related to exercise, nutritional supplementation, and foods. They are never shared with any third party in accordance with HIPAA guidelines. Read about the detoxification process which is carried out by your detox drops among your supplements. Now, what about exercise? Finally, due to the significant restrictions on caloric intake, clients who regularly participate in rigorous or strenuous physical activity for work or play should reduce their level of exertion while they are on a calorie-restricted meal plan. Walking is the recommended choice of exercise during the calorie-restricted phase of the program. Connect directly with Compass if you have any questions, concerns, or symptoms. Keep in mind that exercise will be a critical lifestyle change that will be implemented and continued throughout the later phases of the program and will be based upon the results of your DNA profile. Today, I'd like to guide you through two very valuable cutting-edge technologies which, when used together, provide some amazing insights into metabolic function. The data provided by these two devices in tandem supplies us with detailed information which, when interpreted properly, results in superior outcomes in the areas of weight loss, weight maintenance, health optimization, and attaining peak athletic and cognitive performance. Our clients range from those who want to simply lose weight and perhaps reduce or eliminate medications to hardcore fitness enthusiasts or elite and professional athletes. We'll be digging into the achievement of metabolic flexibility as well as precise management of blood glucose levels. These findings work hand in hand to offer dietary, lifestyle, and training recommendations to get the very best outcomes using the tools in question here. First, the Lumen Device. For years now, hospital or physiology lab-based programs have utilized hardware known as the metabolic cart to assess levels of metabolic flexibility. This hardware measures RER, or respiratory exchange rate, which lets us know how efficiently the body is metabolizing different fuel sources for energy, namely fats and carbohydrates. This is accomplished by measuring exhaled breath flow, temperature, and carbon dioxide content. Now, Lumen has developed a handheld unit which provides the very same data with a nearly identical level of clinical accuracy. Using this device to obtain the level of metabolic flexibility gives us an accurate view of how efficiently a person can switch from utilizing carbs for fuel to fat for fuel and back. Those with a higher level of metabolic flexibility will have advantages in weight loss, weight maintenance, and enhanced metabolic function, resulting in better performance, both physically and mentally, and reduced health risks. Here's the simplicity of using this device. Turn the Lumen on and sync it with your Lumen phone app. This takes only seconds, and the app will ask you some questions to build an initial profile for you. 2. Once the device is synced, it will provide you with step-by-step instructions in its use. 3. You'll be asked to inhale from, then exhale into the device mouthpiece, usually 2 times. Again, you're guided through this process clearly by the app. 4. The Lumen will then measure your breath and provide a score from 1 to 5, 1 being burning of fat for energy and 5 being burning of carbs for energy, and levels 2, 3, and 4 in between. The entire process takes about 30 seconds. As a client of Compass, you will also be provided with a device log, which will serve to capture your data over time so we may make clinical recommendations to help optimize your metabolic function. You'll want to use this log daily to capture your readings, behaviors, lifestyle events, and dietary habits to provide tracking over time to more efficiently make recommendations, which will result in improved performance. While the device provides valuable recommendations as well, we instruct clients to primarily follow our recommendations as we have more detailed oversight of your health profile and progress at all times. Over a period of about 2 to 4 weeks, if you use the device at the recommended frequency, it will use artificial intelligence to learn more about your body as you go, and we can then update recommendations as you continue to make progress. Now, let's look at where the clinical value lies. 1. The most important reading of the day is 20 to 30 minutes after arising in the morning, before any food or drink or significant activity. This reading provides insight on how effectively you are achieving and maintaining a fat-burning state during and after a night's sleep. It will provide the basis for therapeutic interventions to help easier transitions to fat burning. 2. Other readings should be taken and assessed both before and after eating or drinking, providing valuable data on how the foods you consume are affecting your metabolism and its flexibility. Those with different goals will want to see different results based upon whether you are actively losing weight, maintaining a goal weight, or looking to achieve peak athletic performance and enhanced cognitive function. 3. At Compass, we also recommend readings be taken during fasting periods in order to guide us toward the optimal fasting times for each individual client. You may reach a point during an intermittent or extended fast at which fat burning slows and carb burning increases. These readings help us to pinpoint this time frame, optimizing your fast for the best possible outcomes. 4. It is best to also obtain readings before and after exercise in order to help optimize your fuel sources, again, dependent upon your personal goals, as well as during episodes of heightened stress to see how these periods are affecting metabolic function. Over time, the Lumen device and app will fine-tune and calculate a flex score for you, providing a bottom-line assessment of your level of metabolic flexibility, which should improve over time. You'll always know in real time how you're performing and how to hack into your performance levels using objective data, not guesswork. Now, let's talk about the second tier of this amazing tech duo, the continuous glucose monitor. This little device has been utilized for some years for diabetics to allow them to view real-time blood glucose levels on the fly without the discomfort or inconvenience of finger sticks and the use of strips. At Compass, we have taken this technology to the next level, using the data provided not to prevent diabetes complications, but rather to achieve and maintain very tight control over blood sugar swings, insulin resistance, and further fine-tune metabolic performance. Its use is insanely simple. Just follow the easy instructions in the product insert. Application of the sensor to the upper arm is simple and painless, and the sensor will remain in place for 14 days, at which time you will replace it with a fresh sensor. You can go about all your daily activities, including bathing, swimming, and exercise, without fear of it falling off. We recommend the use of 2 sensors for a total of 28 days of monitoring, which is usually sufficient time to collect and interpret necessary data. You may also choose to repeat this process every 3 to 6 months to make sure you are maintaining progress, or to course correct if called for. Once the sensor is placed and the app is installed on your smartphone, and after an initialization period of 60 minutes, you will simply hold the back of your phone near the sensor to obtain your glucose readings. Again, the value lies not in a single reading, but rather in tracking your readings to see how foods, exercise, and lifestyle behaviors affect your blood glucose and thereby metabolic function in real time. Knowing how these activities affect your metabolism is invaluable in providing recommended changes to optimize performance, weight loss, weight maintenance, or whatever goals you're looking to achieve. Now, here's how to make the best use of the device log provided. 1. For each reading you take with either device, you first record the date in the first column. 2. Under the time column, record one of these times: upon arising, pre-food, post-food half an hour, post-food 1 hour, post-food 2 hours, pre-exercise, post-exercise, pre-retiring, and during stress. 3. Under the third column, enter the appropriate device reading. 4. In columns 4 and 5, check the appropriate device used to obtain that reading. 5. If the reading is a pre- or post-food reading, in column 6, log the foods eaten. In column 6, we analyze the findings. A. Your goal is to capture as much data as reasonably possible, and when performing analysis, indicate whether foods resulted in a glucose spike on the CGM or aborted fat usage on the Lumen. Designate this as negative. If no spike on the CGM or maintaining fat usage on the Lumen, designate as positive. A spike on the CGM is any increase of 40 points or more within 1 hour after eating. Keep your log. B. Use pre- and post-exercise to see if you are using fat or carbs during workouts. Enter F for fat or C for carbs. C. Use during stressful times to see the impact on glucose and fat usage. D. Use before or after sleep to see if fat usage is achieved or maintained. So, each of these tools on their own provides never before available insight into your metabolic function. But when you use both in alignment with each other, the results can be even more impressive. The CGM will provide immediate feedback on your current state and how to hack it, while the Lumen will provide hour-by-hour, day-by-day insight on your progress and how to optimize it. In our practice, data from both devices can be shared between the client and the clinician, providing incredible synergy in designing and implementing protocols for achieving goals in the most efficient manner possible. This is also additive to the other data points we currently monitor, including weight, BMI, body fat, lean mass, hydration, visceral fat, etc., to provide a picture clearer than any previously available to the practitioner. I hope you learned some valuable information about these two new incredible tools. If you're not yet using them to get the very best of health and performance, I strongly recommend you consider it. Now, let's talk about the Compass Fat Loss Program. The program is effective when all phases of it are followed exactly. Our program includes 4 distinct phases. Phase 1 is fat loading phase, which is 1 day. Phase 2 is the calorie restricted phase, which is a 42-day cycle. Phase 3 is the active phase, which varies in duration per patient, and Phase 4 is the extended support phase after patients have reached their goal weight. Phase 1, fat loading day. The first phase of the program is the fat loading phase. It lasts for 1 day, during which you are permitted to eat all the high-fat, high-calorie foods you wish. It seems counterintuitive to begin a diet with a period of unbridled gluttony, and many are tempted to take unnecessary care in what they eat or how much they eat, or even skip this phase altogether. Don't. Fat loading is vital. The extra calories consumed during this day will provide the energy needed for the first few days of the calorie-restricted phase and an overall reduction in the efficacy of the diet. This is the perfect time to visit your favorite restaurants and have your favorite junk foods, cheese, cream sauces, and salad dressing. Fatty cuts of meat, bacon, ham, ribeye steak, butter, and rich desserts are all perfect foods for the fat loading phase. Focus more on the high-fat foods than sweets and starches, but you technically have no restrictions on this day 1. You should be taking all formulae during this phase as directed. Phase 2 is the calorie-restricted phase. This is the phase of the program when the improvement in body composition takes place. The caloric deficit, in combination with the effects of supportive ingredients in weight management support formula, will stimulate the hypothalamus to direct the release of secondary fat reserves. You may expect to lose between 1/2 and 1 pound of fat each day during this phase, and men generally lose faster than women. During the calorie-restricted phase, the diet permits the following to be consumed daily: 2 servings of protein per day, the amount to be determined by your fat loss coach; 2 servings of fruit per day, each serving equals 1 heaping cup; and 2 servings of vegetables per day. Again, each serving equals 1 heaping cup. You will use 1/2 teaspoon of the Himalayan pink salt per day. You may use more if lightheaded or experiencing excessive sweating. Consume plenty of fluids each day. A good rule of thumb is to take half of your body weight in pounds and drink that number of ounces in fluid each day. For example, a 180-pound man should consume 90 ounces of fluid each day. Your coach will review this in detail at the end of your initial visit. Which foods can I eat? Proteins. Your serving size will be determined by your weight loss coach, and you'll have 2 servings per day. You may eat the same protein 2 days in a row, but try to avoid eating the same protein 2 meals in a row. Allowed proteins include chicken and turkey, any white fish, any shellfish, ahi tuna or white tuna packed in water, and egg whites. Your number per serving will be determined by your coach and limited to 2 servings per week are buffalo, venison, veal, lamb, or 90% or higher lean beef, tenderloin, or sirloin. Grass-fed and organic beef is best if your budget allows for it, and limit to 2 servings per week. Non-fat Greek yogurt or non-fat cottage cheese or non-fat ricotta cheese, 1 cup per serving, and salmon 2 times per week maximum. Not allowed are pork in any form, hamburgers unless 90% lean beef, hot dogs, cold cuts, bacon, processed meat foods, and sardines or mackerel. Vegetables. Serving size 1 cup raw or cooked, 2 servings per day. Alternate your vegetables to make sure that you're not eating the same vegetables twice in the same day. Vegetables may be raw, steamed, grilled, or roasted. Follow the list of allowed vegetables below, followed by not allowed vegetables. In the fruit category, again, a serving size is 1 cup. You will have 2 servings per day. Alternate fruits to make sure that you are not eating the same fruit twice in one day. Fruits do not necessarily have to be eaten at the same time as your meals. This is critical. Do not eat fruits after 8 p.m. nor before lunch. This will interrupt the 15 to 18-hour intermittent fast we are creating to accelerate daily fat burning. Below is a list of allowed fruits. The only fruits which are not allowed are pineapples, bananas, mangoes, grapes, or kiwis. The sugar content in these fruits will certainly kick you out of fat burning and slow your progress. Feel free to ask about any foods you do not see listed and may be unsure of. There is a collection of free foods that can be eaten anytime, including between meals and during the 15 hours to 18 hours of intermittent fasting. These are lettuce, cabbage, celery, cucumbers, spinach, and mushrooms. You may eat these plain with your pink salt or in a salad with permitted dressings provided in your recipes. Now, which foods shall I not eat? First on the list is grains and starches due to their glycemic index. So do not eat cereals, oats, breads, pastas, potatoes, sweet potatoes, pumpkin, winter squash, rice, quinoa, granola, or corn. Eat legumes or nuts only as advised. You are allowed a permissible amount of healthy fats during all phases of the program in the forms you see below. The other exception is 2 to 3 grams of essential fatty acid supplements like omegas or fish oils. Other permissible fats or oils will be added to your choices in the phases which follow. Sweeteners. The only acceptable sweeteners on the Compass Fat Loss Program are stevia, monk fruit, or allulose. Liquid stevia, flavored or unflavored, is permissible. No specific brand is necessary. Generic or grocery store brands will do just fine. No other natural or artificial sweeteners are allowed, so do not use cane sugar, evaporated cane juice, agave, honey, maple syrup, fructose, sucralose, or Splenda, saccharin or aspartame, or NutraSweet. What else do you need to consider? Spices and flavorings may be used as needed. This is a great way to add flavor to foods. Use only plain spices, and if you would like a blend, mix your own. Commercially made spice blends may contain high levels of sodium and preservatives or MSG, examples being garlic salt and cinnamon sugar. Also allowed are all herbs and spices, mustard, horseradish, low-sodium hot sauce, white vinegar, low-sodium chicken broth, and the juice of 1 lemon or lime per day. Not allowed are anything with sugars, added sodiums, or oils. Beverages. Staying hydrated is essential to eliminating toxins and reducing hunger. Allowed beverages include flavored waters, black coffee and tea, maximum of 2 cups of caffeinated beverages, 8 ounces each per day, decaf unlimited above that, herbal teas, seltzers, no sweetener added flavored seltzers. Homeopathic formulas. If air traveling, ask to have your drops hand checked. TSA personnel will normally accommodate you. Now, here's what a sample day looks like. Upon waking, use the restroom, weigh yourself in the same clothes or nude. Before breakfast time, 15 minutes prior to drinking anything, take the B-Boost drops. Place half a dropper under your tongue, hold for 1 to 2 minutes, and then swallow. Place your prescribed amount of both the weight management support drops and the detox drops into a 24-ounce bottle of water and drink it by lunchtime. Breakfast will be a cup of coffee or tea, lighten or sweeten as indicated. See beverage allowances. If you are diabetic or pre-diabetic, it is acceptable to have a piece of fruit in the morning when advised. Be diligent about monitoring your blood glucose levels and stay in touch with Compass Fat Loss personnel. For lunch, you will have the prescribed amount of white tuna as a protein as an example, 6 asparagus spears as an example, and a cup of berries as an example. Dinner likewise will have a prescribed amount of a different protein, a cup of vegetables, and your second serving of fruit. For salt, use your pink salt throughout the day. The amount will be advised by your coach, but is normally 1/2 teaspoon per day. If you do not use all your salt to season your food, take the balance, put it in some water, and drink it down at the end of the day. It does need to get into you. Your activity level should be very minimal. Light walking is suggested. No strenuous activity or exercise at this time, unless otherwise directed by your doctor. Walking or light exercise is fine, as long as it's not too intense or exhausting. At bedtime, place 10 drops of the weight management formula under your tongue, hold it for 1 to 2 minutes, swallow it, retire to bed anytime after that. When finishing up the calorie-restricted phase of 42 days, do not make any dietary changes without direction from your coach or the doctor. Let's address some potential side effects, although we rarely see them in the process. Hunger. Hunger may occur the first few days after the fat-loading phase. After the first few days on the calorie-restricted phase, and because of the formula, you will likely see a significant decrease in your appetite. Make sure you're following the program and consuming plenty of water. Speak with your coach or clinician if hunger persists, as water or fiber can aid in that process. If necessary, we may adapt your daily intake as well. Rarely, patients experience leg cramps. These are often addressed by using a supplement known as Alka-Calm, a formulation of magnesium and potassium available from CFL, or by increasing your intake of potassium-rich foods. If you experience leg cramps, please notify your doctor immediately. Constipation. This is a normal side effect of having less food volume traveling through the GI tract. Make sure you're drinking enough fluid and try light activity. You may also try soluble fiber supplements, chia seeds, or NutriClean probiotics available from Compass Fat Loss. Traditional medicinal brands, Smooth Move Tea, is also acceptable for occasional use, or speak with your coach about the NutriClean Aloe tablets for regular use. Plateaus. Plateaus are periods of stalled weight loss and are perfectly normal. Be assured that although the number on the scale may be stalled, you are still losing inches and improving your body composition. This stall may be due to the body rebuilding healthy tissue. The doctor will be watching your progress daily. If he feels you need assistance in accelerating your progress, he will likely suggest one of the routines, some outlined below. Fatigue or low moods. As part of the program, you will be utilizing your B-Boost supplement for general nutrition and energy to assist with this. If feeling fatigued or a bit low, consult with a weight loss coach about adding an additional B supplement. While following the plan is critical, it's also imperative for you to also communicate with us and that we work together as a team for your best results. The extended support phase. As each patient progresses at different rates, allow Compass Fat Loss to guide you through the transition into the extended support phase at the proper time. Follow the rules below during the extended support phase. You'll be surprised to discover during the extended support phase that your appetite has significantly diminished. Again, make the same or similar food choices as you did during the calorie-restricted phase of the program. Emphasize quality. Eating higher quality foods will make you feel more satisfied. Consume small meals and healthy snacks throughout the day to keep blood sugar stable. Focus on mindful eating. Avoid eating at your desk or in front of the TV. Plan to eat when you're hungry, not starving. Avoid alcohol or sip in moderation. If you do drink, try to choose clear liquors such as vodka, tequila, or gin. Wine and beer will be the most detrimental to progress and maintenance, and reduced inhibitions can affect food choices. Avoid grains, sugars, and dairy as much as possible. Measure your foods. Do not eat out of the containers. Weigh and or take your measurements daily and stay connected with us for continued support and guidance. Upon entering the extended support phase, Compass Fat Loss patients are given a food chart to follow that shows them what foods the bulk of their calories should be coming from, what cooking methods are best, and what foods to stay away from. Your coach will guide you through this process in detail, so no questions remain. The CompassFatLoss.com website will provide regularly updated recipes, exercise routines, and other important and useful information to maximize your progress and goal maintenance. At some point in the program, it is almost inevitable that every person will go into what we call stalling. Please read the hints below to navigate your way through any stalls and your doctor or health coach will guide you through this process. Please read the frequently asked questions below, which will guide you through the most common questions. Please also read the common errors that patients make to retard their progress. The most important of these errors is by far not staying in daily contact. During the program, be certain that you are keeping your appointments and communicating daily. The doctor can only assist you if he receives daily information from you. You will be provided with a collection of several hundred recipes to utilize during each phase of the program. These are chef designed and will offer you far more creativity and satisfaction if you will use them. You may be surprised to find that cooking in a creative fashion can be most enjoyable and fulfilling, even if you're not a master in the kitchen currently. Your coach or doctor may also recommend specific nutritional supplements or products to help you maximize progress and maintain goal weight on a patient-specific basis. Our collective goal will remain to optimize your health risk profile so you may enjoy the benefits of those results. In individual cases, your doctor may suggest specific laboratory tests if he feels that there may be underlying causes limiting your progress. These will usually be limited to simple hormone or specific nutrient level tests. You may be provided with a lab referral, or you may have your primary care doctor or specialist order the test, which can be decided on an individual basis. The entire staff of Compass Fat Loss will support you each and every day until you attain your goal weight and beyond. The changes in your health profile, your weight, and the way you feel on a daily basis will truly amaze you. Please count on Compass Fat Loss and contact us with any questions or concerns at any time during your journey. Again, we congratulate you on making this life-changing decision and promise the rewards that come along with the process. Now, let's dig into the journaling process. Please read the instructions below on proper use of your homeopathic formulas. You have been given enough of each formula to last you for 35 to 45 days. Take the prescribed amount. Lost, stolen, broken, or forgotten formulas can be replaced at a per bottle charge. Follow the guidelines below for using pink salt. Schedule follow-up appointments as directed. When traveling, always ask for drops to be hand-checked by security so they do not go through the X-ray machine, and use your Compass Fat Loss Journal daily to track your journey. Preparation checklist. Read your manual thoroughly. Have a conversation with any household members asking for their support as you move through the process of losing weight and improving your health. Remove food items that will be temptations from the house. Download the Compass Fat Loss app. Set up your scale and sync your app. Purchase a food scale if you do not already have one. Review the Compass Fat Loss recipes and plan your food for the first 3 to 4 days of the program. Repeat every few days. Grocery shop and purchase supplies needed for the next 3 to 7 days. Prepare packages or wrap servings of free foods that can be grabbed easily as you go out the door. On the reverse of day number 1 page, you will see an exercise to perform. Do it. Take your time without distraction and think carefully about each response. Then refer to your responses as often and for as long as you need to daily. On the reverse of day number 2 through day number 6 pages, you will find important sabotaging thoughts you may have and helpful responses in assisting you to overcome any negativity. Use them as often as you need to. Refer back to these 6 pages often throughout your journey, not just during the first initial 43 days. Let's begin with day 1, which remember is fat loading day. Certain things will need to be logged every day during this process, including the date, your goal weight, the weight for that day, which will likely change every day. Take your homeopathic drops as directed and check as you take them. Log your water as you drink it and check each day as to whether your goal is met or not. Then you will be logging your food choices throughout the day. On day 1, fat loading day only, you will see breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and snacks. Each day following will be limited to lunch and dinner. Important, during fat loading day, include healthy fats like salmon, beef, cheese, chocolate, nuts, oils, olives, avocado, and coconut oil. Including these types of foods today is very important to the success of the first week of the program. The process is similar from day 2 on. Continue your journaling process, and you will see daily as you approach day 11 there will be an increase in the dosage of your weight management drops in your water bottle. This will be noted at the upper right of the page, prompting you to begin the increase on that day and every 10th day thereafter. Continue the journaling process right on through day 43. When you are scheduled for your first follow-up visit, be sure to bring your completed journal with you for review. Thank you for your attention, and the staff and doctors of Compass Fat Loss will guide you through the rest of the process and make sure that success is our only result. Now that you're fully educated on the mechanics and details of the program, let's take you through your supplies one by one. First, you'll get your program manual and journal. I like all patients to read through this at least once or twice, cover to cover, so you can capture all this in your head and follow the program accordingly. Secondly, you'll get all your supplements in the appropriate bottles, your weight management formula, your detox formula, and your B-Boost or energy formula. Use these in accordance with the instructions provided in your manual and journal. Third, you'll get your mixer bottle for your water. The mixer bottle is 24 ounces, so use this to drink the appropriate amount of water as outlined by your coach when you consult with him or her. Next, you'll get your pink salt. Pink salt is very important at getting and keeping your hydration level up where you need it to keep the weight loss process consistent. It has a range of trace minerals and clays in it that actually help to rehydrate you. You want to take a half a teaspoon a day of pink salt unless otherwise directed. You can use it to season your food as you usually do, or if you don't finish it by the end of the day, you'll put it in a glass of water and drink it down. You'll get hundreds of recipes, which will be in your phone app, and in a provided recipe book included in your initial kit. You'll receive a sample bottle of brain octane, a source of healthy fats compliant with the program to provide energy and GI lubrication. You'll also get a little pamphlet explaining the Compass program for others who might be interested, and a business card with all the information that you need to contact us for daily weights, conversations, or questions that you have. Perhaps most importantly, you will receive the Compass Body Composition Analyzer Unit, which is yours to keep and must be used daily to transmit your weight and associated health data. Now, let's go through what you might expect going forward on subsequent appointments. About 6 weeks out, you'll consult with the health coach. At this time, we will assess your progress, make any necessary adjustments, and perform a report of findings on your DNA analysis. That's where we're going to start going over your specific exercise routine and your nutritional supplementation program. Thank you again for joining the Compass Physicians Supervised Fat Loss Program, and please feel free to reach out to any of us with questions you may have during the process.